This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Shimmel versus James. You two are engaged and have a young family together. I noticed from the court records there's a 20-year age difference between you. And my understanding, Miss Shimmel, is you gonna tell Mr. James to kick rocks if you find out he's kicking it with your best friend, as you believe. Please tell me why your engagement is on hold.
Your Honor, I have reason to believe that Randall has been cheating on me with my ex-best friend.
Okay.
I have found females' laundry in my laundry baskets. I found lipstick imprints on his clothing, on his drawers, on his zippers of his pants. And if I find out that this is true, the wedding is canceled.
You done?
I'm done.
And here's the thing. This is one of the crucial pieces of this case is you believe that the other woman is your ex-best friend.
Yes. She was somebody that I always looked up to. You know, I trusted her with a lot of things that I never trusted anybody with. And I never thought this would happen, but, you know, I'm seeing a lot of things different now.
Mr.
Wow.
James, these
Yes,
are
sir.
some serious allegations against you. I mean, with her best friend. I mean, what do you have to say?
First of all, I'd just like to start out and say that I love this woman with all my heart. Okay. These accusations just got to stop.
Oh, no.
Yes, they gotta stop. Because I get inspected. There's inspections when I come home.
Inspections?
Inspections.
Please.
What kind of inspections?
She'll come up and smell my neck to see if I have another woman's perfume on. Oh, it doesn't stop there. She'll check on my pants. She'll go as far as to pull my pants down, to smell and inspect my drawers. If she still doesn't find anything there, she'll take them off.
And you stand there and let her do all this?
I do let her inspect me because I have nothing to hide. She's never found that.
Your Honor, you can call it how you want to.
Are you
It
really
is love.
being inspecting his gadget?
I have multiple reasons to do the things that I do in this relationship.
Tell us why
Tell me why you think he's cheating with your best friend.
She needed somewhere to go because her husband had ended up passing away, and I didn't want to see my friend living out on the street.
So she's actually living with you.
So she is living in my house, you know, and I'm going to
Wow.
work during the day from 6 o'clock until 5:30 p.m. You know, I come home one day, I hear music before I even pull on my street. There's cars up and down my driveway, in front of my house.
It's a real party.
Yeah, it's a real live party.
And
Nobody
you weren't
said-
invited to your own
I was
party at
invited
your
to
own
my
house?
own party at my own house. The bills are in my name. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
All right.
So I walk into my house and I see Angelina sitting on Randall's lap. His hands all in her hair. So I'm trying to figure out what is he doing?
So what did you say when you came in? Because I know what I would have said when I
Oh,
came in.
you my man. You not hers. Why is she on your lap?
So did he know you were coming home at this time?
I mean, that's the time I normally come home from work.
No, Your Honor. Yeah, actually, she came in about 15 minutes earlier than what she usually come home.
That doesn't help you.
And I'm not saying that was an excuse, but I'm gonna. And Angelina was on my lap, but
Why was your girlfriend's best friend on your lap?
I was untangling a knot in her hair.
Out of my friend's hair?
Yes.
Out of my friend's hair?
During the party, because
Okay,
that's what you
please.
do during a party.
And when she came home through the door, I pushed Angelina on the floor. So I know how that sounds, and I know how it may have looked to her, and I regret what I did that day.
So you took a knot out of her hair.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to know I'm not stupid.
Okay.
That's your story.
And he's sticking to it.
Miss Shimmel, how did you feel when you walked in on that?
I I felt furious because, you know, that's supposed to be my best friend. I've known her longer than I knew him, and now we have a family together, okay? Now, I could understand if, you know, I was around, you know, I could be the one to help her, but there's no reason why you touching my friend, period.
And what did your friend say? Because I'd have had a little conversation with my best friend. You propped up in my house, and I'm supporting you and helping you.
Oh, she's something else herself. She don't ever have any answers for any of the things that happen. She wanna act stuck and surprised when I try to confront her on things. She doesn't really know how to respond. There's even more to this story, okay?
All right.
So
I
now
can't
let's
believe
fast
it's more,
forward
but
a little
okay.
bit. Let's fast forward a little bit. You know, a couple weeks later, I'm like, so y'all want to throw parties without me? You know, I got this weekend off. Let's have a party. You know what I mean? So we all, you know, we all having fun, cooking, barbecuing. Everybody, you know, we all hanging out, having a good time. So the next thing you know, I'm walking around my house. I look over and I just so happen to see Angelina grinding on my man, dancing. I'm trying to tell her, girl, this is not a strip club. Why is you all over him?
And what did she say?
You know, I'm just having fun. This is a party, you know. I'm like, all these other people around, you want to do it on my man? Okay, something, you know, the party was shut down. I couldn't do it anymore.
So, Mr. James?
It's a wrap.
Yes, sir.
Why are you grinding on your wife's ex-best friend? And why is she grinding on you? Why y'all grinding together?
It was, I didn't really think, like, the grinding was grinding, like she considered it grinding. I've considered it more like everybody was dancing, because it wasn't just us two on the floor dancing.
All right, so tell me that it ended with the grinding. That's the end of this story, right?
So that night, I got a little bit too out of control, and I ended up falling asleep on my sofa in my living room.
All right.
Okay, so that following morning, I wake up, Angelina and some other chick are laying in my bed. I'm looking for Randall. I'm hearing the toilet flush. He coming out the bathroom with his pants and zipper undone. I'm wondering, where were you at last night?
Well, why was he coming out the bathroom with his pants unzipped?
Because I was going to take a shower, and she woke up. She didn't know I had woke up. But Angelina and her friend was in the bed. So
you were never in the bed with the best friend and the other woman?
No, ma'am.
Well,
why is she in your bedroom sleeping? What do you think they were doing?
I think they had a threesome, Your Honor.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I slept on the couch with you. You fell asleep before all of us.
So, Mr. James, this was just an unlucky coincidence that she happened to walk in to the bedroom at the very time you were coming out of the bathroom with your pants unzipped with these two women laying on the bed.
Judge,
just like it was unlucky that she just came home and happened to see her sitting on your lap while you are taking the knots out of her hair. All of this is just an unfortunate coincidence.
Yes, because I believe that.
I mean, you've got to be the unluckiest person walking the face of the earth right now.
Okay. Okay, Your Honor.
I want to believe you, but you know, coincidence after coincidence after coincidence. You need a rabbit's foot, a four-leaf clover, a horseshoe, or something that you need to carry around with you.
Well, Cutler, you know what? There's her side, there's his side, and there's the ex-best friend side, and she is here. Ron, please just start her in.
You go right up to the witness stand.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. For the record, Your Honor.
Hold on. Before
Well,
you
hold
wait. We gotta take care of court business.
All right,
Would you please give us your full name?
Angelina Birch.
Okay, Ms. Birch, what is your relationship to Mr. James?
There is no relationship. I just know him through my ex-best friend, Michelle, that I hope we can still be friends.
So there's been testimony from Ms. Shimmel and Mr. James regarding a party that you had at her home before she got home from work. And she says that you were sitting on Mr. James's lap. Is that correct?
That is correct, but there's a story behind that as well.
All right. Why were you sitting on Mr. James's lap?
Well, I was getting a knot out my hair. At the time, I had hair down to here, below my dress. And while I was dancing, it had got tangled up. Mr. James is a friendly man, but we have
Why
never
were your
slept
red
together.
panties in my house?
Hello? I live with you?
No, this was after you moved out, honey.
All right.
Okay, hold on. So you're saying you had hair, very long hair.
Yes, ma'am.
You were dancing.
Yes.
And it got caught on something?
Onto him, friendly man over there.
It got caught
He
on
was a little
him.
too close. Yeah.
Okay.
And he pulled me onto him. But we have never done nothing.
And so when he pulled you onto him, what did you do?
She walked in and he hurried up, threw me off as if like I was the bad guy.
So it was just at that very moment.
Yes.
I told you, Your Honor.
He is the unluckiest man.
I am.
You can't tell?
I am.
All right.
And the threesome.
Yeah, so let's talk about, she found you and another woman in her bed.
Yes.
Okay. Did Mr. James spend the night with you and this other woman in her bed?
No, Mr. James did not spend the night or get in the bed with me and my friend.
All
No.
right. Why were you in her bed?
For one, this is my house too. For second, we were all drinking. Drinks was everywhere. People were everywhere. She wasn't even in her own bed. And I happened to crash, me and my friend in her bed. When I woke up, I didn't
Excuse
even know
me,
I was
I
in her
allowed
bed.
you to live
I
in my
was
house.
wasted. I was drunk.
I allowed you to live in my house, and this is how you gonna act?
I thought we were friends. You got to getting
I'm
too
sorry,
jealous
but
over
I don't
this.
know about friends anymore.
But I can have him if I want him. But look at him and look at me. No.
So
But
you,
no, there has been no sexual
Never.
intercourse at all.
did you want to be with Mr. James?
Not at all. No. Sorry.
Do you believe he wanted to be with you?
I believe he wanted to be too friendly, playful, too friendly, too playful. Yeah.
No.
Do I think he plays on that sometimes? Maybe.
All right, Ms. Birch, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is a young family. You all are starting off together. You've got children, you're engaged, and everything is on the line. You came in and found Mr. James coming out of your bedroom, bathroom, and there were two women on the bed, including your best friend and another woman. You're concerned there was a threesome that happened. You came in and you found, you said you found red panties. You rolled those around. You found Miss Birch sitting on your boyfriend's lap. And for all of these reasons, you believe that Mr. James is cheating.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation, and at this time, the court will call licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is he cheating?
Tommy Platt.
How are you doing, Mr. Platt?
Wonderful, Your Honors.
Good. For the court record, could you please state your credentials?
Yes. I have over 30 years' experience in the United States military and as a police officer. I have been a licensed polygraph examiner for 11 years and conducted nearly 3,000 examinations.
All right. Here we go. You conducted the polygraph of Mr. James and you asked him, since being in a relationship with Miss Shimmel, have you had sexual intercourse with Angelina Birch? What was his response?
He stated no.
You ready?
Yes.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
I told you.
I told you.
That's one.
Okay, but I told you.
And I want my
All right,
friend back.
hold on. Before we get too far out there, we still got another question.
Okay.
Because we have seen that table flip over.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, love.
You asked Mr. James, since moving in with Miss Shimmel, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Miss Shimmel? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Miss Shimmel, what you got to say? What you got to say to Mr. James?
I look like a fool. I look like a fool. I'm so sorry, and I really hope that we can move forward and think about tomorrow.
Do you have anything you want to say to Miss Birch?
Can you forgive me?
I sure will, girl. I love you.
I love you too.
Well,
My work is done, Mr. Cutler.
a good day all around, right?
It's a good day all around.
You all are engaged. You've been engaged for 5 months. And you actually got engaged 1 month after you met.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
All right. Mr. Casper, why have you brought your fiance to couples court?
I need to know if she is cheating on me with our roommate. We plan to get married in 2 months, and I need to know if this is the truth, so that because I cannot deal with cheaters.
So wait, you're supposed to be getting married in 2 months,
Yes.
and you are concerned, you are worried that she is sleeping with your roommate.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Brown, Mr. Casper says that you're cheating on him. Is that correct?
Once, yes.
One time.
Yes.
What about right now? Are you faithful right now?
Yes, I am.
You're not cheating with him right now.
No.
You have not cheated since that one time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you love him?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to go through with this wedding in 2 months?
Yes, I do, because I still want him to adopt my daughter.
So you have a baby, and
Yes.
you all want to be a family.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a father to her child?
I do.
All right, so what's on the line here is the possibility that this family might not ever happen.
What's on the line is that this relationship will end. Her and the roommate will be kicked out of the house because I am the main leaseholder on the apartment, and I will find somebody else to live there if I have to.
Okay, so take me back to when you fell in love, before all of these issues came up.
Well, I was at one of her friend's house. I had been dating her at the time. The day she walked in to the house, I fell in love at first sight. I saw
She's blushing. What was it about her that made you say, this is it?
the attitude.
The attitude.
She had an attitude. I like when people, they like to tell me exactly what's going on, not...
She wasn't fake.
Yeah, exactly.
She was real.
Whenever she needed help, she would ask. She was in a bad relationship at the time. And so whenever she needed help, I would make myself late to work to go pick her up from that house that she was living at, and take her with me to work and leave my keys and bring a blanket for her so she can sleep in my car so she can actually get a good night rest.
He gave up a lot, honestly.
What did he give up?
He gave up his family and a roof over his head to be with me.
And that touched you deeply.
Yeah, it did. He was my knight in shining armor and basically saved me from it all.
And he stepped in with your pregnancy?
Yeah, he claimed her as his own even before we even started dating.
Was he at the birth?
I cut the umbilical cord.
So you have been the only father this child has known.
Exactly.
So what went wrong in the relationship?
Well, our old roommate moved out, and we needed to find another roommate to move in to help with bills. And so she found somebody that could actually move in, an old friend from Job Corps. And I said I was feeling like with my Libra and empathy.
And the energy that you're feeling in this situation is wrong.
Yes, something was gonna happen with it, but I let it go because we needed the help.
What was that? What was it about this person?
If people are around my fiance, I'm able to sense if they're getting too close with the way they talk, the way they text, things like that.
Miss Brown, how did you meet this gentleman you were bringing into your home?
We went to Job Corps back in 2014 and lost contact for 2-3 years. So I seen he was looking for a place to stay.
Okay.
And I went to him and convinced him to let Andrew move in.
All right, did you have a relationship with this gentleman beforehand?
We knew each other but didn't associate.
Okay.
All right, and how long have you known him?
2-3 years.
Right, Mr. Casper, did you question her about who was going to be moving into your apartment?
I just asked her a little bit about him just to see if my bad feelings would go away. My feelings kind of went away because I could see that nothing would happen before. So I was okay with it after that.
So you then let this gentleman move in with you?
Yes.
Did those feelings, those bad feelings or vibes you were getting, did they go away after he moved in?
No, they're still there, but it wasn't until she started becoming distant. Whenever I asked her to talk to me, she would walk out of the room. She would go talk to him. And I felt like I was getting too close.
Miss Brown, were you paying more attention to this gentleman than to your fiance?
Yes, I was.
Oh, well.
Why were you doing that?
I became more distant from him and started paying more attention to Andrew because he became lazy after Andrew moved in. He was on the game also from the time he got home, to the time we had to go to bed.
So he was playing on his games all evening?
Yeah,
He wasn't helping around the house?
correct.
He wasn't helping with the baby?
No.
So, Cutler, when you come home after a day of work, what are some of the things that you do so that I know that you're in the game with me?
Well, the first thing, just ask you how your day went. I mean, even though we work together, we don't see each other all day, but we try not to ignore each other when we come home. You know, if she's been home with the baby all day, then, you know, one of the first things you ought to do is, how was your day? Anything I can help with? Were you doing that?
I asked her what I can do. Whenever I came home, as soon as I walked in the door, I need to do this and this and take care of the baby. Because whenever she doesn't want to change the baby, she says, can you go change her? Do this, do that. Well,
Ms. Brown, was your roommate giving you more attention than Mr. Casper was giving you?
Yes, he was. He'd actually listen and help out more than Clayton was. We talked about how I was frustrated with him not helping.
And see, I would try to talk to her, and I'd say, "What's up? What can I do? What's wrong? What's wrong? What can I do to fix myself?" And she would just say, "It doesn't matter."
But if he's offering to do better, you can't just say, "I'm not going to respond to that," because you end up being here with me.
Correct.
At some point, did you sense that there was just something not right?
They were getting too close for my taste. She would be like right next to him, like really close, kind of like cuddling, but not enough.
All right, so when you say cuddling, do you mean, you know, like this, or
just like really close
arm
together.
around her, or
No, just like really close together.
So like this?
Yeah, kind of like that. And he would be holding the baby.
So did you have a conversation with him about this, and what did he say?
He told me he was gonna back off, but he told me himself that he told her that he had feelings for her.
Did you confront her about this?
Yeah, I asked her about if he told her that, and she said yes.
What did that look like?
Like, my heart just dropped.
Okay, and what did she say when you confronted her?
Like, she would get feelings for him too. So every once in a while, like, not as strong as they were with me, but still, I tried to fix myself to make her the man she wanted, the man she can depend on.
Wow.
Did you have feelings for your roommate?
At the time I did, yes.
Did you think about how your fiance would feel about that?
It was kind of in a moment thing, so technically no.
And what was that moment?
Well, to go back to what he was saying, we were close, so when he was at work the first time, we slept together.
So when your fiance was out making a living,
yes,
you were sleeping with the roommate?
Yes, I was.
She had slept with him on my bed while I was at work.
Okay, Miss Brown, how do you end up sleeping with another man, your roommate, in your fiance's bed? How do you do that?
The situation was he turned around and kissed me, and it happened from there. We ended up having sex that one time.
I heard it from her, and I'd rather have heard it from him as soon as it happened, because I told him I'm lenient the first time I hear about it.
Did I hear him right? Did he say it would be okay, he would be lenient?
Well, you did hear him right.
Okay.
But what I heard was you said, look, something's wrong, just tell me.
Exactly.
I just want to know because we can fix this. Just tell me.
All right.
And I think that's good in a relationship.
And then what happened? Did you talk to the roommate then about what had happened?
Yeah, like the first time, don't let it happen again. Because I will not be lenient. I will kick both of you out. I will end the relationship, and I will find somebody else to live with.
Okay.
You are a very reasonable man. There are a lot of people who've gone stone crazy.
I got the Southern accent. I'm from North Carolina.
But it was your understanding and belief that it only happened one time.
Yes.
And because you thought it only happened one time, you were willing to move past that.
Yes.
And you were willing to forgive her.
Yes.
And willing to make your relationship work.
Yes, Your Honor. So it's just in the best interest of that baby and her.
Okay, but what if you find out today that it's been more than once? It wasn't just that one time. Then what?
If it happened between the time that happened the first time and the time that I forgave her for everything in the past, I will honor my word and I will let it go. But if it happened after the time that I was lenient and I told him that it was okay, that I would forgive him, if it was after that moment, the relationship over, I will kick him out as soon as we get back home.
Do you understand what is going to happen if it comes out that you were unfaithful again?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that your family that you're planning to have with him, this family unit, will go away?
Yes, I do.
And you understand he's gonna put you out of your home.
Yes.
If it happened again, I will kick them out, no matter what.
All right. In order to get to the bottom of this, to make sure we have a full understanding of what's going on, the court has tracked down the roommate, Andrew, and he is here in court today. Right. Ron, would you please bring in Andrew Butler?
Yes, Sean. Go ahead and take the seat right up next to the judges. Okay.
Mr. Butler, thank you for being here today. You are their roommate, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the nature of your relationship with Ms. Brown?
I've known her for about 3 years. I do have feelings for her, yes, and I would like to have a committed relationship.
Okay, there was testimony earlier that you and Ms. Brown had sexual relations.
Yes, sir.
How did that happen?
I went in there, we talked about everything that was going on, the relationship between Miss Brown and Mr. Casper. I told her how I felt. She told me how she felt, that she had the same kind of feelings for me. I kissed her, and then she kissed me back, and it just kind of went on from there.
All right, so you made the first move, so to speak.
Yes, so to speak.
But she reciprocated. She kissed you back.
Yes.
Do you have feelings for this man?
They've died down because we moved on from it. It was causing a lot of problems between the
Really?
three.
Just a lot of problems?
Yeah.
So you no longer have feelings for him?
No.
Well, that's very interesting. In preparing for cases, we do a little research of our own, and we uncovered a posting that Andrew had, and I would like to read it. It says, "I don't know what to do anymore. I am in love with someone, and she knows it, but she has someone else, and I know I can't be with her. But it kills me not to be with her. I don't know what to do." It's dated June 8th. Mr. Butler, is this your post?
Yes, it is.
So do you still have feelings for her?
Yes, I do, but
But
I know I can't be.
is she treating you differently in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, we don't really talk as much. We don't really hang out as much, and like she said, we both have kind of moved on, and I've been trying to find someone else to be with, so I don't continue to make this drama.
But there is something I found a post. I had a random person on Facebook send me a post that was dated June 6th, I believe. This is from her on a post, on a great Facebook group post.
Okay.
That a random person sent me on Facebook. "So I need opinions. Me and my significant other have been fighting a lot lately. He doesn't help unless I get mad at him, and when I ask him to do something, he makes excuses. Lately, we've been fighting so much that it's pushing me away. I don't feel the same anymore. I don't know what I want anymore. I've been around our roommate for some time, and we've just been talking as friends, but the problem is I'm starting to grow feelings for our roommate. I also knew him for a couple years before he moved in. What should I say or do? I should also mention that me and my significant other are engaged."
Okay, when was that post?
I believe June 6th.
Ms. Brown, do you recognize that post?
Yes, Your Honor.
You posted that.
Yes, I did.
And the roommate you're referring to is Mr. Butler.
Yes.
You still have feelings for Mr. Butler?
Not anymore, no.
Not anymore since that post?
Yes.
What happened between that post is very recent, right?
Yes.
And so when you wrote that, you were telling pretty much the whole world that you and your fiancé are having problems and you have feelings for your roommate.
Practically, yes.
Mr. Butler, let me ask you this. Mr. Casper testified that the sexual intercourse between you and his fiancé only happened one time. Is that correct?
No.
So how many times did you and Miss Brown have sex?
It was twice.
When did that occur?
The first time when he was at work, I want to say it was during the beginning of the week. The second time, it was towards the end of the week.
So it was in the same week?
Yes.
Miss Brown, why did you lie to your fiancé?
I was scared that for the second time he'd leave and I didn't want him to happen because I wanted things to work out.
Mr. Casper, you look devastated. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Tell me how you're feeling.
It hurts that they both lied to me, but like a man does, I will keep my word. And like I said, I forgive for everything up to that point. I forgave them.
You got a crown in heaven. You hear me? Now, I gotta tell you, what do you have to say to this man?
I still want things to work out. You know, ever since then, I haven't slept with him, anyone else. I have been trying to work on our relationship and the family we're trying to build, and I still want things to work out for us to get married and possibly having more down the road.
Let me just say this to you. If he takes you back, you need to act like you have found a gold mine.
Because you have.
Very lucky.